let's discuss why the 2021 Ford F-150 XL might not be the truck for you. So let me start off by saying one thing. I really enjoy and like the Ford F-150 lineup quite a bit, including the XL. There are a ton of pros to this vehicle, but I want to point out a few things. This truck's not for everybody. It might be for me, but it's not for everybody because of certain things that apply to this super base level truck, right? So, first things first, a marketing term, redesign, refresh. You hear that about quite a few vehicles. A bit of a redesign, refresh going on with the 2021 Ford F-150 XL, but guess what? It's not much of an aesthetic design, so if you're hearing the buzzwords out there, it's more of a marketing ploy to get you interested. Sure, there's tons of parts that are new for the 2021, but from afar, it looks pretty much the same as previous years. So keep that in mind. Don't get caught up. If you already have a Ford F-150 and you were looking for something, if you wanted to get the new redesign, that's not what this is. Your truck right now is perfectly fine. Trust me, you're not going to see too many aesthetic changes. Also, keep in mind that the Ford F-150 XL is built for work, which means it's good for towing, hauling, things along those lines on the job. But when not loaded down, it can be a little stiff, a little bouncy, in fact, in my opinion. So if you're not going to put this truck to work, it might not be for you. Because as far as drive and ride quality, it's not the most comfortable truck. But then again, it's not built to be the most comfortable truck. It's built to be the truck that gets stuff done. So keep that in mind as well. It doesn't feel like it's a cutting edge truck, kind of going back on the redesign a little bit. Sure, you can pack the XL with plenty of bells and whistles, but it doesn't seem like this will be a showstopper. But which is the strangest thing about it is the Ford F-150 lineup is a bestseller. So maybe it doesn't need to be a showstopper. Maybe it just needs to be what it is. Also, there's some strange things like cruise control not being standard. It's an option, obviously. You can add to it, but I mean, I really do think no cruise control is taking simplicity a bit too far, right? Cruise control should be standard option on everything, in my opinion. Also, the safety suite items that are usually included in other vehicles as standard aren't really included within the Ford F-150 XL. You can get them as options, but lane keep assist, reverse sensing systems, etc. These really make the low MSRP seem a bit of a sham, right? Let's face it, most people are probably going to be spending quite a bit more than the $29,000 MSRP, right? Because you're going to need some super basic things to add to it, right? And I think safety, in my opinion, anything that pertains to safety that offers a real benefit should always be standard in any vehicle. That's just my gripe with the industry in general. I know they've got to have reasons for you to go up to higher trims and spend more money. I get it, but I feel like vehicles should be as safe as they possibly can be. And if you have game-changing technology as far as safety is concerned, why not make it standard? It'll cost us a few extra bucks. I know, but at least then that $29,000 MSRP isn't deceiving. You know what I mean? It isn't just sort of a draw you in on a cheap truck. It actually includes something that's important. So, if you have a family or intend to haul passengers, then upgrading to a super cab or super crew cab will cost you anywhere between like $4,000 and $7,500 over the base price. Now, that should come as no surprise that a larger cab would be more expensive, right? But if you are simply looking for an affordable truck and if you have a family, then it no longer becomes affordable, right? It quickly skyrockets from that initially intriguing MSRP to something that is far more significant. So the same thing can be said if you want to make this a 4x4, right? So if you want to make this a 4x4 option, you're probably going to be adding quite a few, probably $4,000, right? $4,500, somewhere around there is what it's going to cost you in order to upgrade to the 4x4. So Also things like single climate control. You've got all these little quirks in this XL, which again are all because it's a standard truck. Now, again, I'm going to say this. For what I need a truck to be, the Ford F-150 hits all the right spots, right? I'm not going to be going out and being afraid of it getting scratched. I'm not going to go out and be afraid of it getting a dent. Sure, would I like it to not have those things? Yes, I would. But also, it's not a $70,000 truck. You can certainly find a $70,000 truck within the Ford F-150's lineup, but the XL itself is a working man, working woman's truck too. So that's a working person's truck, we'll call it. And oh, never mind, I didn't say that. Anyways, either way, you're going to want to use it, and that to me is the biggest pro. But if you're not going to actually want to use this truck, it might not be the truck for you.